this looks weird or not. If this looks weird, I'm not sure. But hi, everybody. It's almost 7 o'clock. It's almost 7 o'clock here. Just saying hello to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hi, everybody. Trying to see if I can check out your no. There we go. All right, cool. So hi, everybody. I saw Donegal. I saw Florida. I've seen all kinds of cool stuff here. Everybody's saying hey. North Georgia. Look at y'all. Hey there, Houston, Texas, San Diego, Minnesota. It's so awesome to have you guys here. Welcome to the new house. Just been here for a little bit now, only a couple of days. Hi from Kent in England. Hello, darlings. Hi from wine country. Oh my goodness. Look at y'all. Athens, Egypt. Oh my goodness. So we have a lot to cover tonight, okay? And Colleen and I were talking before. There's so many good questions. I mean, you guys are amazing. So many good questions. So we only could pick 5. But before I even get to that, I do want to talk about the Pisces full moon. I want to talk about all of this stuff. Everything you guys have been bringing to the table is amazing. But you might know that before I do these lives, sometimes I will pull a reading just to, get a feel, This one is off the charts. This is my intention has been or was today. Just give me a sense of what's going on. Give me a sense of what's happening right now. What is on the path here for those watching? Okay, and this blows my mind. Okay, so we'll just do this quickly because I wasn't even really planning to do this. But the card underneath the 7 of Pentacles, you know that about the waiting. The waiting is the hardest part, Tom Petty. You know that. The first card, you and the situation. You see, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You as the Ace of Cups, the situation as the Ace of Pentacles. Here's what's going on, 8 of Pentacles. So doing the work, man. You guys are doing the work. In the recent past, you have walked away from something that wasn't working for you. Good for you, for who's ever done that. And it could be just energetically. It doesn't have to be physically. The foundation of the situation is transformation, death. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. The universe is trying to light a match, light a fire, a spark. Here's what's coming. The Fool energy jumping off into a new beginning here. All of this is new beginning after full-on transformation. You guys, incredible. 10 of Pentacles, abundance. A lot of the questions tonight are about abundance and about manifesting abundance. Justice, the right thing happening. Is this amazing? Hopes and fears. Oh no, not this again. No more of this. No more stagnation. Oh my God, Page of Pentacles here making an offer, a message of a tangible offer. And we know this guy has been lurking, guy, woman, whatever. King of Wands, Tower, Knight of Cups. This is going to be a surprise. So just, I'm saying, hey, Darcy, thank you for supporting the channel. I'm just saying to you that this energy, I have felt a lot of this stagnation energy in recent readings. It's just like I'm getting sick of saying, can we stop doing that? I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of that. It's going to come on fast. This big change is coming very quickly. Fire energy here of Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't mean that they're an Aries, Leo, Sag. It can mean that they're just super passionate. They've been waiting for you to walk this new path. Okay? So tonight we're talking about Pisces full moon. So as y'all know, the new moon is about, that's the time you manifest. Okay. So I'm going to go through some of these questions that you wrote to us, which I think were amazing. The new moon is really the time to manifest. Okay. Here we are. September 14th is the full moon in Pisces. For those of you who don't know, Pisces is a very dreamy kind of energy ruled by Neptune. Okay. Pisces people are super empathetic. The deepest empaths, the psychic connection is very strong for Pisces. It's also somebody who frequently gets clobbered, okay, by people take advantage of them. So what does that mean in terms of a full moon energy? Full moon is about releasing, okay? Full moon is about letting go of stuff. And when a full moon is in a water sign, that is facilitated, the releasing and the letting go and the lack of attachment and all that stuff is facilitated by a water ritual. So, you know, just your ritual bath, whatever you like to do, and then journal, make your bath full of like the salts and anything that's a cleansing kind of energy. Do that between now and, you can almost do that between now and the 20th, because there's this big space of this Pisces energy. And that's really just letting go of things. And this leads me into some of the questions you have. I will do another reading at the end of this for the collective, but I wanted to show you this because this tells me that the transformation has already happened. We are in the part of transformation where everyone's like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? You know, like when you learn to ride a bike, a two-wheeler, right? A two-wheel bike, and you didn't really know when the parent let go of the back of the bike, you weren't really sure, but all of a sudden you were just doing it, right? And it was like, you no longer were in your head about like, remember to do this, or a golf swing, right? So many things to remember. When you're no longer in your head about it, all right? When you're no longer in your head about it, it's just a natural thing. All right, that's very Piscean energy. So what I want to talk about, I want to look at some of these questions here, and then I will put some cards and stuff like that, and we'll do some oracle and all of that cool stuff. But you guys had such good questions today that some of these really don't have really much to do with a reading as much as they are just clarification. So I want to do this, all right? There is going to be, I think I should pull, I will pull a couple of cards around abundance and career. I mean, we are moving in this Piscean energy of the empath, and being on the path of the empath is constantly to, thank you, Velvet Dawn, for supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. The question is always about, look at you. Hi, Maria. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the channel. You guys are terrific. When we're talking about abundance in this Piscean energy and about the path of the empath, the path, whether you're, I mean, you can be an accountant, you can drive a forklift, you can be a priest, you can be a dentist, whatever. The energy of the compassionate, empathetic, really wonderfully engaging and like bring me into your circle. It feels so good. That's what's going on right now. And so how do you stay out of when you're in abundance and when you're in your power, it's like, it feels free. You're not like, ooh, when is it coming? It's more like, I'm just floating on the rivers. How perfect for this Pisces full moon. How perfect is that? So what I want to say about it is right now it is about releasing. So this is a harvest time. So whatever you have been manifesting, whatever you have been on the path to receiving, at some point, you know, I don't know how many of you listen to Abraham Hicks, but I'm a huge fan. Look at all y'all supporting the channel. Hi, Erica. Hi, guys. Hi, Donna. Thank you, guys. I love these little graphics. So let me get back to abundance. Sorry about that. So we're talking about this. We're talking about being in this energy of gratitude, energy of releasing fear around getting clobbered, releasing fear, or releasing feeling like I'm too vulnerable, I'm too wide open, I'm too out there with my empathy and all of that kind of stuff. I constantly get clobbered. The way to sort of sidestep that is really to stay in the energy of gratitude, okay? And because you don't want to shut down this beautiful energy. So many of you have it, whether you're Pisces or not, but especially right now in this energy, so many of you guys have this ability, y'all have the ability to channel and to be connected to your guides and to be in this beautiful energy of this watery, expansive kind of feeling. So my advice to you is, in order to reap as you put in the vortex, as Abraham Hicks talks about, it is about letting go of when's it going to show up? When is it going to show up? When is it going to be here? It's letting go of those, I need to have it in a timeline thing. Okay. It's letting go of that stuff and being in the energy of gratitude. Somebody said this to me once, be the chick who knows she's going to get everything she wants. Just do that. You don't need to be constantly asking the universe and manifest. If you're constantly manifesting the same thing, you're creating resistance. Okay? You're constantly manifesting the same thing. You're constantly asking. Think about a kid who's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I mean, the parent is going to drive off the road and be like, we're not going, right? So the universe has the same kind of reaction. So try to be in the energy of gratitude. And as you're manifesting, it is about the feeling of no resistance. When you try to manifest, start with something small. Okay? Start with something small. Because something small that you don't, I mean, it's not that you don't care about it, but it's that you don't have a lot of anxiety around it. Okay? There's not a lot of this, ooh, in chorus line, God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it, right? They're like, all those people lining up for auditions and stuff, they're freaked out. They want that. And it's not about the money. It's about the craft. It's about being on stage. But the same thing can be of like, oh, I really want that job, or, oh, I really want, to start reaping abundance and everything. From my personal experience, what has worked for me is just to do what's fun. Just do what's fun. And I know that sounds like completely not responsible adulting, but I will say to you, the times in my life when I have reaped the most benefit, whatever that is, whether it's money or it's new connection with people, being able to forge a relationship, it's when I'm in that joyful place, having fun. I started this channel because it was fun. And it's still fun. Thank God it's still fun, right? And hopefully it's going to be fun for a long time. But I never questioned the fun or the joy I was having as I was doing it. And so I think the universe is saying, especially in this Pisces energy, right? Pisces is the oldest of, right? It's like the last sign. It's the caboose. It's the 12th sign, which means Pisces does take on a little bit of everybody else. But it is the most old soul. It's also known as the child because of this naivete or this very sweet Neptunian dreaminess, right? And in reality, y'all are the oldest souls because you've been around the block many, many times and have all of the other signs as part of you. So in this Piscean energy, laugh, giggle, playfulness, fun, dreamy, joyful, just swimming in the flow. That's the energy of abundance right now. When you're in the full moon, this is about harvest. All right. So this is not about a new request. This is not about doing that. This is about, that's why I'm saying, being in the energy of gratitude. You put in the request. Okay, it's going to show up. It's going to show up in its time. And when you're in alignment with that, it comes out in the most unique, unbelievably cool ways that you could never. It's like our whole brain wants to plan. We want to decide what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to show up, right? And there is about letting go of the attachment to, I don't care how it comes. I really don't. Like when you go to, I had a friend one time who was always ordering clam chowder. Everywhere we went, they would order clam chowder, New England clam chowder. They love clam chowder. And really, this person got to be a very good discerner of the differences in all of those recipes. And there was just these little nuances here and there. But it wasn't the same thing every single time. It didn't come the same way. It didn't come in the same bowl. It didn't look the same. And it was a joyful experience. And just being in the joy of discovering this new whatever's coming to you from the universe and how it's going to come. Thank you, Laura. Thank you to everybody for being supportive of the channel. But just being in that happy, joyful energy of however the universe is going to bring it on, right? This is the Neptunian energy of I don't care, right? I'm excited for what's going to come. So be in that harvest, because this is the beginning of a brand new cycle. This has been very, very loud. Whoops, you can't see it. I'm sorry. The lighting is really weird in here. I'll have to figure out something better here. But the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Fool. Could there be any more beginning? And showing the ending. But you know what's right in the middle? Eight of Pentacles. I know y'all are laughing at me. Chop wood, carry water. What's right in the middle here is the doing of the work. And that's important. It's not that you put in your order, you thank the universe, you're grateful to the universe for providing that, and then you carry on with your day and just trust that it's going to show up. So that was just what I want to say about the abundance and the that piece of it about manifesting. Just in general, that person was asking us that. The other thing that was really cool was somebody came up with a very good nuanced question. The differences between manifesting and longing for something, all right? Stay out of that longing feeling. Manifesting is not longing. You're not longing for anything. You're not sitting there going, oh, when is it going to show up? Because you know what? You're going to get more longing. You're going to get more of that. So that's why chop wood, carry water is such a big, important part of this, is to put in the order, trust, say thank you. Thank you for that new car that is showing up. Thank you for however it shows up. I don't care. Thank you. And carry on with your day as if, right? You're just going to keep going. You got stuff to do. There's none of us that don't have stuff to do. So if you've been sitting here staring at the wood pile, staring at the Seven of Pentacles here, if you can see it, if you've been staring at the going, when's it going to show up? This is like watching Jell-O coalesce, okay? It's like a dumb thing to do. There's no good will come of that. There's no point in doing that, because I say it all the time about pulling up the carrots. Don't go out and pull up the carrots. Is it grown yet? Every single day you pull up the carrot. It doesn't have that. The universe needs time to work its magic. So give it time, okay? Give it time. And part of the action that was necessary was walking away. There's a lot of eights here, all right? We're talking numerology in a second here, because eights are numerologically aligned with doing the work, okay? When you get to eights, you have come to a place where action is taken, okay? And there was a lot of questions today about 9919, about that piece of it. Well, let me say to you that, yes, there's a lot of nines in that number. However, numerologically, this is a 3-day. It's a 3, okay? So numerologically, you boil it all down to one digit, and it is a 3, which is interesting because nines are about closure, about finishing cycles, which is all about what I'm just saying to you here. We've finished the cycle of waiting, Seven of Pentacles, and we are now moving into this new cycle. We're done with waiting. So 3 is a number of let's work on this together. Let's do it together. You and me and God together, the three of us, right? All three of us. And we move down the road. And you and me, don't have to know what God's doing. We just manifest with God and be in alignment with the abundance and the gratefulness and the gratitude and all of these things. Hi, Ellie. And when you're in alignment with something, that is the only thing that can show up, okay? There's so much here about manifesting tonight that is really important. It is definitely not the energy of longing, okay? Pining, sitting around, listening to music and all that stuff. It's not going to get you any closer. It's not going to, because that's not in alignment. That's not the thing you want, right? You don't want longing. You want to be in this relationship. You want to be in love. So be in love right now, right here, all here. Just be in the energy of love. Joyful, go out. I mean, I went to the market today and I talked to 3 or 4 people and it was so fun, and they were doing this and I was doing that, and I was making this kind of soup and they were talking, and we had a lovely time. And it was just the energy was good, and people were like approaching me and they could see it, right? And that's what you just need to do all the time. Be in your high vibe energy, all right? That's how you really manifest. So in this harvest part of Pisces full moon, we are letting go of the need to know, letting go of the need to be in the asking, the what's it going to look like, letting go of that, just letting go of attachment. Letting go of attachment to everything, okay? To any kind of thing that you're manifesting. Just be in alignment with what the feeling will be. You know what it's like to be in love. Be in alignment with that feeling. That's where you need to go. That's exactly where you need to go. I like this question. This is another question. Why do we get stuck in the potential even though we know it's time to move on? And I will have to, I said this to Colleen earlier, and I said, I'm going to say this because I know this is one of my biggest things, potential. Oh my God. If the English language had any logic to it, potential would be a 4-letter word. Most of us get stuck in potential with other people because we believe that other people are just like us. And I have long said, you know, that game about like superpowers, like, would you rather fly or be invisible? I always say, I want to be able to jump into someone else's skin and see and feel all the stuff and see if it looks like the same, like if purple looks like to them the way it looks like to me. I think that's a great superpower, because I want to know if you feel pain the way I do, if you feel heartache, if you feel joy. I want to know. Wouldn't that be amazing, to be inside someone else's skin and see the world through their eyes? And I think the empaths of the world are trying to have that superpower, because y'all really do get it. You really are like, that's important. That's an important thing to be able to do. So why do we get stuck in potential? Because we think other people are like us. We think they're going to behave like us. We think they're going to react like us. We think that they have the same intentions as us, and they don't. They don't always. So it's important to let go of the idea that, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to then force something, trying to force someone to, you know, into a corner of like, well, I would do it this way. Why don't you do it that way? And then that's resistance. That's more resistance. So when we get stuck in that potential about people, this is a mindfulness exercise to try to be in the moment with other people all the time, as much as you can. I know it's not easy, but try to be in the moment with other people and try not to fill in. We're so good at this. Try not to fill in everything with story. You know, having a story as to why they did this or why they did that, or you know, they're just so misunderstood, or they're just, you know, and I hear myself say it too. So try to, when we're with another person, when we're starting in a relationship with another person, try to be in the space of, I'm just going to deal with what's going on in this moment. Try not to fill it out with story. Try not to fantasize about the future. Try not to do those things, because what you want to do is you want to really see this person clearly in a 3D way. And you also want to open up your heart connection to this person. You also want to feel and be in the energy of the connection in real time, in this real space right here, when you have this person in front of you. And so sometimes filling in with story, we're so good at it, right? Filling in the blanks with story. You get yourself into a place of, this is what the person means by that. You might be right, but don't get ahead of yourself. Okay. Try to stay in the moment. So those are the questions. Oh, there's one more question that I wanted to answer that I thought was really good. I just did a class. Some of you were in the class. about the North Nodes. Okay, I personally think North Nodes are the most important part of our astrology chart, and I'm going to continue to work on it. I'm going to do over the next couple weeks twin flame journey based on each zodiac sign and the gifts and the shadow of each zodiac sign, and what kind of what the twin flame energy is with that zodiac sign. And then I will continue with an extended, and I will do a tarot reading quarterly for each of those zodiac signs, a forecast. Okay. And this is the most specific and the most connected to astrology stuff I've ever done. I'd really like to make this an important 12 videos that are going to go up on the channel. So that I'm going to work on that for the rest of September. So you'll see that coming. But the North Nodes are the thing that you need to accomplish or move forward in your life. It's also the things that scare the shit out of you. Okay. So the question is, the most important part of the North Node is what house it's in. Okay. My North Node is in the 8th house of transformation. It's in Gemini. It's about talking about transformation. So that's how I even knew to do this channel. Okay. And it's something that was my shadow self. So this whole piece of twin flame energy and about going toward North Node is about embracing the gifts that you have, but also embracing your shadow self. That is what the twins blessing really is. The shadow self. Okay. Shadow work and all that stuff. We're going to do a lot more on this month. But the question was, North Nodes in the composite chart. For those of you astrology buffs out there, you know that when you put together two people's information, you get a composite chart. So you have your own North Node, they have their own North Node, and the composite chart shows the joint North Node. And yes, this has to do with mission. This has to do with what are you being challenged to do and move toward in this lifetime. The South Node is the stuff that you already have, that naturally you have from past lives, or things that you just are able to do naturally. Those are skills that you can use as you're going toward the North Node and what you're going to be doing. But yes, it has to do with, definitely has to do with mission. And those things, it's like, when you go toward North Node, it expands the energy, all right? It brings, so it has there's a combustible energy to it. So just know it will scare the shit out of you. It will. Okay. So we're going to do a lot more about North Nodes too, because I do think that's the most important part of what we're doing. It does have to do with mission. It does have to do with journey, and pay attention to the house. Okay. So what else did I want to say about that? I feel like it really, it takes some grit. And it's also about, it's not about just, oh, I know what I was going to say. So for example, the North Nodes in your chart, North Node and South Nodes are always exactly polar opposite, okay? And the North Nodes are nodes of the moon. And so they change about every 18 months. So if you are with someone, this is one of the reasons why there's a lot of twin flames that are maybe 10 years older, 10 years younger. There has a tendency to be that. If somebody is 10 years older, 10 years younger, their North Node and South Node are opposite yours. And that means that the gifts that you have are the opposite of the gifts that they have. And together, you're a power couple, right? That power of being able to do both those things. But here's the cool part. Since you're the same soul, you have all of it. You don't need that person. And this is one of the challenges of twin flame, is that you don't need that person, okay? This is something that I think a lot of people get wrong. You don't need that person. When you are fully in union yourself, and I think we talk about it fairly enough on this channel, that is, you have all those gifts. You have all those capabilities. You already have that stuff. And so many of the twin energies don't believe that about themselves, right? It's not about another person making us a complete person, right? This is about, twin flame is really about two whole people. And let me just say this to you. and I was talking about this with Colleen earlier too, that your twin, this is why I'm doing this astrology set of videos, your twin really pokes at your shadow. So for example, I'm a Sagittarius, very optimistic, very open with people, you know, very kind of like sunny disposition. My twin thinks that sucks. Why are you so open? You're going to get your heart broken all the time. Why is that, right? Poking at the best parts of me, the things that I like about myself, and making me question all the shadow parts of myself. That's what one of the reasons that this twin energy is coming in right now is because we need to recognize that we are all of these things, right? You're not deficient in any way, shape, or form, okay? Especially when it comes to your mission. You have all those things from the South Node, and you're going towards something that is going to scare the shit out of you. It is like Lord of the Rings, all right? Bilbo Baggins was kind of like a nebbish, right? A little mensch. And by the end, he's a very powerful dude. And because he faced what he needed to face, he persevered, he took care of what he needed to take care of. He loved, he was grateful. He did all of these things with fear, every single emotion you can imagine. And he still did it. Okay? So going toward that North Node is going to be the scariest thing. Dealing with your twin flame is a scary thing because they are the absolute embodiment of all the shadow stuff. Right? And how do you know shadow stuff? It's stuff you want to hide. It's stuff that you don't want to show other people about yourself. Stuff that you think is shameful, right? Embracing that shadow. How do you know what stuff is shadow? Have you ever heard yourself be judgmental about other people? That skirt's too short. I would never wear anything like that. Deep down, you really want to wear that skirt. So this is about when you feel yourself being judgmental about other people for whatever reason. She spends too much money. He's such a skinflint, right? He doesn't make reservations for dinner. I don't understand. Whatever you're complaining about or being judgmental about with other people, those are things that are subconscious, that are part of your shadow. And those are things to take a look at. Okay? Wow. All right. I'm going to move on from this. I just want to say to you that this is such an amazing pre-reading that I was lucky to get, absolutely lucky to get tonight for you guys. So I want to look at, well, let's see here. Let me see what I'm going to do here. It's 7:30. So I think I want to do messages for those listening, messages for those watching on this Pisces new moon. What messages do we need to share? What messages do we need to share? What messages do we need to share? All right, let's see. We're going to do a lot more on astrology. So I see some of the questions here. Don't worry. We're going to do a lot more on astrology this month. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. The lighting stinks. I got to figure this out. Not for you. Not for you. TikTok. Oh my God. TikTok. Unfinished symphony. Okay. So, as many of you who are waiting for something that is for you are stuck on stuff that is not for you. Okay. So why do we get so stuck in potential? Why are we longing? Why are we? Okay. That was a huge thread of the questions. So as many of us, I will include myself in this, of course. There is a situation that is still ongoing. It is not finished. As many of you who are stuck on someone who is not for you are also stuck on, are also not moving forward into the energy of it being for you. Okay, so there's a moment here where wrapping something up, right? Just like that reading said, wrapping something up and acceptance, right? This is not about pushing it away or about blocking him on Facebook or anything like that. I mean, I know that there's powerful reasons to do that. Okay, I'm not suggesting that there's not, but as much as you might, it's not about really the drama, cutting someone off or anything like that. It's the energetic decision that you make, and really like letting people go with compassion. You know, if somebody is hurting you, yeah, let them go and don't keep going back. But if something is just sort of not for you and you kind of know it and you're like trying to glue it together with spit and chewing gum and it's not working and you can never get together and it never seems to work and all this stuff, kitties do not get, my kitties are inside for the first time. They go in and they come out, and I'm going to be upset with you if you try to get out that door. All right. Hold on. You guys get away. Okay. Concentrate, Mary Jo. They can't get out. I can't let them out because, oh, they're just little babies. Okay. So let's see here. As much as something isn't for you, you could be holding on to somebody that is, or pushing away somebody that is for you. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay. All right. 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles. Can you see that? Death. I'll show you the cards. 6 of Cups. Star. Wow. Death card showing up again. Death, 6 of Cups, Star. That's really beautiful. So, all right, keep going here. 8 of Cups again. Hermit. Boy, there was an ending here, or there's going to be an ending here. That 8 of Cups that showed up in that previous reading, energetically walking away from something, moving towards something that's more healing. I don't even know if you know you're doing this. I don't even know if you know you're doing this. This is like the universe is moving the chess pieces around a little bit. Boy, that Queen of Pentacles just won't quit. She shows up every reading I've been doing lately. All right, so death energy, 6 of Cups. This is when you finally let go of something here, when you finally let go and walked on from something. Death energy, 8 of Cups. Finally let go, walked on. There's a soulmate that's coming in that is going to be a very healing soulmate. I see Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, High Priestess. Okay? Very nurturing, very, very, some of you could have walked away from family belief systems. This is about, remember how we're talking about the twin flame energy, really upending belief systems. So it's no longer, it's not like, it's basically like whatever I was holding on to that was not for me, we're finally moving on from it. But there's going to need to be, there is going to need to be kind of like a finish. So letting that person go with love and compassion. Yes, this is not for me, but it's not angry. All right, there's no anger here. This feels peaceful. This feels like something, you're moving on from something into something so much better, something more sweet. That's the word that just comes to my mind. Something sweeter, something more open, more. They're also, I'm getting this too. There's also somebody who's watching this who was dealing with a soulmate who was completely closed off to them. And they had some kind of death happen to them. They went through some kind of transformation. And now this person is going to be opened up, but not because you did anything. All right. It has nothing to do with you. This has to do, this person was soul searching, was asking for guidance. They were completely not talking to you. They were leaving you out in the cold, not connecting in any way, shape, or form. There was no communication. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual communication here between you and this person. Pisces and Virgo energy. Sorry, I know the lighting's really weird. I'll fix that. Yeah. And so it's going to be a nurturing thing. And it's almost like, I feel like you're going to feel, this is really beautiful. And the 9 of Swords at the end here, I feel like you're going to be like, can I trust this? Can I trust this? Because it's going to be different than previous relationships in, or whatever your belief systems are about. We all have our patterns in relationships, right? This is going to feel different. This is going to feel easy. This is going to feel open. This is going to feel nurturing and very connected. And I feel like you're going to second guess it. And that's why in the beginning of this whole thing, I started talking about gratitude, about being in gratitude. Just stay in the moment, right? Remember that whole piece we talked about? Just being really in the moment in the relationship. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't wonder, is this my twin flame? Is this, just what I think the universe is asking you, for those who are watching this, the universe is working hard on bringing this person to you. This is the person you've manifested. This is what you've put in the vortex. You have asked for this person, and then you have been in the energy of this person. You have raised your vibration. You have done the work. You're moving on from things that no longer serve you. It doesn't mean they're bad. Okay, this is moving on from 10 of Pentacles, moving on from other people's expectations or something like that. And you're moving toward someone who is, it's almost like they have a similar heart. I'm sitting here with my selenite heart that was sitting in Colleen's freezer ever since the surgery I went through. And I just feel like it's, it was in the deep freeze. That heart was in the deep freeze all this time. And now, the letting go of not for you. What can also be not for you is the waiting or the longing or the hoping. That's not for you. You don't need to do that anymore. Okay? This is a soulmate coming from, it could be past life, but let's see here. Who's this person coming in? Lovers. It's like, duh. The universe is like, duh. Who do you think this person is? Oh my God. Wow. Are you kidding me? Okay. So one more, please. All right. So moon. All right. So Pisces full moon. Here we are. Magician. The manifesting. The absolutely strongest manifesting card in the deck. Wheel of Fortune. Things moving. There's so many major arcana cards in this reading. Out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like 70% major arcana cards. Seriously. That's crazy. So what's important here to know is that you don't second guess it. Don't judge it. Don't try to figure it out. Just let this person arrive. Okay? It could be somebody from your past. It could be somebody, a soulmate who you might have dated already or something like that. They're going to be very new. They're going to seem very new, cleansed, different. Okay? I want you to, instead of overthinking this, I want you to get into your heart chakra. I want you to manifest, I want you to be in connection with your guides. I just want you to stay in the moment. Okay? Don't try to figure it out. Okay? The universe is trying to bring this person in, and the more that we try to figure it out, the more there's like all this 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords business coming in, which is like major confusion, major overthinking, right? There's no need for this energy. 9 of Swords here. There's no need for that. Okay? There's no need for that. This person is coming in. The person is on your path. One of the other questions that somebody asked today was destiny versus free will. People are destined to be on your path. What vibration they're in is free will. Okay? So if you're in high vibration, that person is a low vibration, they can't come on your path, but they're destined to be on your path. So there may be some kind of connection where it's off kilter, it doesn't work, they go away, they bounce off, you know what I mean? So let's see here. What are the blocks here that need to be overcome? I'm going to look at each of these Zodiac. Wow. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. This person is trying to figure out if they should apologize. They have not been very open. They've been very focused on what they need to do, paying attention to only their stuff. They haven't been open to you. They've just been, you see, they've been the hermit energy. Okay. They've been really inside themselves, but so have you. And so, you know how I'm talking about being in alignment? Being in the high vibration spiritual energy is the thing, is going to bring this person in. This person is in high vibration right now. They've gone through this death. They've gone through some kind of transformation, a healing energy here. Scorpio, Aquarius, Virgo, Sag, Pisces, Gemini. Wow. Pisces again over here, more Sag. I'll do a card around each of those. It doesn't mean that this person is one of those signs. It's just that they're channeling. This is why I want to bring more astrology into the channel. They're channeling this energy of death and healing. Okay, so this is almost like the Jesus vibration of going through the transformation and completely coming out a more transformed being. This person, I think, might have been an earth sign, or might be an earth sign, or might be somebody that was all about money. They base the whole relationship on practicality versus spirituality. And it needs to be based on spiritual connection. You might have walked away from that, or they walked away from it. I don't know how it works. How is it going to work here? Look, this is the relationship that was being blocked. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So you're really, this person was really holding on to that kind of financial foundation in their life. It could have gotten upended. Thank you. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. You guys are, you know what I mean? Fabulous. Fabulous. This person is really they're really going deep. They're trying to figure out what to do. They're in a quiet moment right now. They're not talking to you. There's no reason to think that has anything other than what they need to do in their life. No reason to think it's bad. No reason to think it's good. Nothing. Just let them do what they're going to do. Pay attention to your own stuff. Like I said, don't fill it in with story. Don't decide, oh, well, this means he's, decided to stay where he is, or he's, decided to move on, or just don't fill it in with story right now, because this person doesn't even know the story. Okay? Actions and advice for you. Four of Swords, 9 of Wands, Page of Wands. Got to heal that baggage of your own. Remember, I talked about the shadow work. That's really super important. The shadow work is the most important thing right now. Finding out what you are repressing about yourself, or you're not embracing in yourself, and embrace it. Right? Sometimes I can be careless. All right. That seems like a really negative thing, but I could turn it into being more carefree. right? How can you look at how can you be more compassionate about your own shadow? How can you be more compassionate? How can you, that's very Piscean, very Neptunian energy. How can you look at yourself and be more in that energy? That's the energy this high vibration spiritual connection is requiring of you. Okay? Let's see how the messages to you from this other person. Hierophant, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Wands. Okay, there's going to be a conversation. This person is going to have a straight up conversation with you. Okay? King of Swords, Queen of Swords. This person is going to talk about commitment. Okay? And they're going to make an offer. Ace of Wands. Brand new. The universe is bringing you guys together for this purpose. The conversation is not going to be warm and fuzzy. Okay? But it is going to be straightforward. You will have a lot of clarity around what this person was doing. Because before, there was this Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups kind of confusion. You weren't really sure, filling in the blanks with like what you think is going to happen or what you want to happen or whatever. And that was pushing on the whole idea of manifesting this person. When you just let go of it, just let go of it, because there's no communication. Don't fill it in, right? Try not to fill it in. You'll be so much better off like that. So let's see how this unfolds here. Just do your thing, man. Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Okay. So there's a moment here where you're both sort of like not focused on the connection in a really positive way. Okay. So this person comes back around and all of the anxiety, everything comes back. What should I do? What should I say? What should I not do? And I feel like the best of all possible worlds, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, is to stay in this nurturing vibration of self. Put down this burden, man. Whatever you were doing with this person before, if this person was already in your life, or if this person comes into your life and it reminds you of another relationship you had, and it gets all up in your head, because you know when we want a thing, we can screw ourselves up by being scared of getting it and scared of not getting it in equal parts. Okay, so we have that effect on ourselves. Knight of Pentacles, just the facts, ma'am. Look at just what's in front of you. Okay, the Neptunian energy of this Pisces time has a tendency to be very dreamy, like we said. So try the core of this moon energy. Hi, Yella. Thank you, guys. The core of this moon energy is the unseen, what is not seen. And this is the unconscious parts of yourself. This is the shadow self. This is the fear. This is the, the deep emotion. You know, there's in the dark, things don't look the same as they do in the light. Really being challenged to look at your wolf side and your dog side, right? The dog, the lovable golden retriever and the wolf, they're still part of the same family, right? They're still they have some things in common. So embracing the shadow right now, that's what the full moon, because in the full moon, we can see stuff. The new moon is dark, right? Can't see anything. So you're manifesting. The full moon, we're seeing it. We're seeing what we've been manifesting. How's that? How's that? Do you like it? Do you know that the vortex is just opened, ready to, pour forth all of the things you've been manifesting? Do you know that? You should. Even if you can't see it, you ordered it. Have faith. Have faith. Because the alternative, what's the alternative? The alternative is to pull up the carrots to see if they're growing, and that just resists the manifestation. Okay? Don't pull up the carrots, because Two of Cups is here. I'm telling you. Two of Cups is here. Hi, Scott. How are you? So it's coming. Let me hold on. Let me pull a card around each of these zodiac. Like I said, I see a lot here. Scorpio. Let's get a card around Scorpio. You're dealing with a Scorpio right now. Seriously, the Scorpio card. They are fully in their Scorpio, and what that means is there's a lot going on underneath. It's so deep. Okay, they are in their appropriate zodiac role. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there is a lot going on that you're not seeing, but this is an absolutely transformational energy that they're going through right now. This person is going to be completely inside out. Wow, by the time they get to you, okay? Aquarian energy, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, boy, that's amazing. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, the world card shows up for the Aquarius, which is really cool too. It is the endings and it is the new beginnings, but it is the full cycle has come. The transformative nature of that death energy is informing this Aquarian energy. It is the full cycle. This person has gone through the full cycle. And now this is so cool too. I never noticed this really. The naked, the star and the world, both naked, both being very vulnerable and open to you. And you can't have love without vulnerability. This is what is the transformation that they have gone through. They're now going to be open and honest. Whereas before it was just confusing. That's yes. Oh, I got another. This jumped out at me. Three of Pentacles. Remember we talked about the three energy. You, me, and God together. The three of us. You, me, and the universe. Source. Whatever you're talking about. This is a way of, the only way we can build this is to be completely open. You need to also reflect that energy. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Five of Wands, very much struggling with themselves right now. They also have a lot on their plate. They got too much going on. They're really in their bunker, okay? They're really in their bunker. You know that. Temperance. You're dealing with a Sag right now. Seven of Wands. Sages are like, you got to tell me the truth or get out. You lie to a Sag and you're done, okay? And so if you're dealing with a Sag right now, they're trying to create boundaries. They're building boundaries here, but it's a good thing. The reason I'm saying that is that a lot of Sages don't have a lot of boundaries. So they're really working on that. It will be a good thing. Even with this Virgo too, this person, the Virgo energy is doing things good for themselves. These are good things for themselves. Okay, so don't fret about that. If you're dealing with a Gemini, here, healing, Four of Swords energy. They're taking time out too. All of this is time out. I'm not seeing, let me see here. I have a Three of Swords. I'm asking about timing. These are both Pisces cards. High Priestess and the Moon. And usually when I ask about timing and I get the High Priestess, the answer is but we also got the Moon card here. So this is within, I'm going to say 3 weeks, within Three of Swords is 3 days, 3 weeks. Within this week or by the end of this month, there is going to be some significant transformation here. And going back to this beginning here of Not For You, TikTok. This is a short, and the TikTok is a 30 card, 30 days, right? So this is a short-term thing, but there's a lot of big energy here, a lot of big things unfold, a lot of, don't use that word, a lot of big transformations happening, opening up, really digging deep, looking deep into themselves. What do I want to do here? I feel like this person, when they come forward to you, they will be fully prepared, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, to have this conversation. It's going to be very different. Okay, if it was cagey and like every time you talk to this person, that you're never sure what they were really saying to you. Like after they left, you're like, really? I still don't know what's going on. Now they're going to clear it up. Okay, you deserve love, honeymoon, romantic feelings, worth waiting for. And for God's sake, how long have we been waiting? But part of tonight's reading has been about releasing the energy of longing. That's an important piece of this reading tonight. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was important for you. I hope some messages that came out here were important for you. Thank you for all of those questions today. They were fantastic. We're going to keep that list going because I think it is going to inform some of the astrology stuff that I'm going to be talking about in the next month or so. Also, the dailies are going to start again. Now that I'm officially in my new house, the dailies are going to start again. So I'll be doing those. You'll see them up tomorrow sometime in the afternoon. So thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. Thanks for being here. I will figure out the lighting. I'm sorry, when I started, it was lighter out and okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. Good night, everybody.